Well, good morning, America. And let me first of all say thank God for everything that we are able to do, see, touch, hear, smell. Because without Him, would any of this be possible? Life itself. I thank Him for it because He gave it to me. I didn't ask for it. He didn't have to do it, but He did. So I gotta thank the man on high, the Most High. And I gotta praise Him. I gotta lift Him up. I gotta give Him the reverence that He is due. Don't y'all ever forget about that. Any man that feels like he's sustaining himself here on earth and keeping himself alive and giving himself breath just because he's able to breathe is a fool, a damn fool. So first of all, I just want to give praise to God. I want to tell somebody that no matter what you're going through, no matter what the situation may seem, you can make it out. You can make it through. You're gonna make it out if you continue to keep your faith and hold on to God's unchanging hand. Continue to strive. Continue to push forward towards that mark that you have set out for. Don't allow the enemy to steal your passion. Don't allow the enemy to steal your feelings and your thoughts. If you have thoughts of being a rich man, or if you have thoughts of being an entrepreneur, you keep those thoughts and you keep on pushing those thoughts forwards until they manifest themselves. But whatever you do, don't forget to give thanks to who it belongs to. I believe in claiming your fortune. I believe in claiming those things that you set your heart upon. I believe that God hears the heart and cry of a sinner, even though we don't deserve any of this. God still says, hey, I'm able, I will, I can. And just because God doesn't act upon things in the manner or in the speed that you would see for, don't mean that God is not still in the blessing business. Don't mean that God ain't still working. Don't mean that God can't make it happen. Sometimes God saves us from ourselves because He knows if He released that amount of money to you, or He released that amount of power to you, that you ain't prepared for that. Many times people pray for money. Lord, bless me with a lot of money. Bless me, let me be rich. But God may even allow that to happen. And then again, He may not. He may allow it to happen because He may feel that you are a good stewardess. Or maybe He want to teach you how to be a good stewardess. So He drop it on you just to see how faithful you're going to be. You going to pay your tithes? Are you going to help people? Are you going to be charitable? Or are you going to be greedy and selfish and forget where it came from? Forget that you ain't had nothing before this. Sometimes God will allow certain things to happen so that you can, have a testimony, or that somebody else can see your situation and learn from it. You don't always have to go through stuff yourself. Wise man once told me that borrowed sense was the best sense in the world. A lot of people used to say bought sense is the best sense in the world. And I listened to this wise man, and then I realized he had a good point. See, if you got to go through everything the hard way, eventually you ain't gonna make it out. Eventually you gonna come up short. Sometimes you can just borrow this sense from people. You ain't got to go through that stuff, man. You can just look at the other person's situation and look at how it affected them, or whatever they did to maneuver their way out or maneuver their way in. You try to avoid that. So it's okay to borrow sense sometimes. It's all right for you to say, well, I'm just not gonna do that because I see what happened when John did that, man, and I just can't sacrifice them years like that. I can't sacrifice that time. I can't sacrifice my mind. I can't sacrifice my money. Borrow some sense. Some of y'all need to borrow some sense. Some of y'all already made enough mistakes, and I'm not saying that I don't continue to make mistakes. I do. Life is about making mistakes and learning. But you want to limit your mistakes, and especially as you grow older, because people are going to hold you more and more accountable for them. They're going to be less and less lenient towards you because they feel that you should know. You should have been learning. Even the law says that ignorance is not an excuse. You don't know what the law is. You go out here and violate the law. You get caught violating the law. Guess what? You're getting penalized. Now you got to do the time. Now you got to pay the fine. Listen to somebody that already know. Take it from people that's going through the things that you may perhaps go through in the future, or you're going through currently, but you don't necessarily know how to handle the situation. You don't necessarily know how to go about dealing with the situation. Take heed from other people that have been down that path. Take heed from people that's already going through. Stop feeling that you are the key to your success and the only key. Yeah, sometimes our greatest risk is that we don't risk it all. Sometimes our greatest failures are that we fail ourselves. And most of the time we do hold ourselves back from success. But don't forget that it's not always just because, it's not because of you, it's never just because of you. God got angels, the devil got angels, People that's not necessarily worshiping the devil, but ain't worshiping God. They still worshiping the devil. Because the devil, the only power he got is the power that you give him. People enable the devil every day to be more and more powerful. And the devil does reward his angels. He rewards his workers. That's why people that's trying to walk the straight and narrow, they look at somebody else's situation that they know that's just not right. You know, that's evidently not right, not being judgmental, but because you can see, I mean, you just being human. You observing, you can see. Man, this dude steal, rob, kill, you know. It ain't hard for you to come to a conclusion that that person is operating in evil. But then again, you will see them, they ride in a nice car. They got gold chains and rings and diamonds on the teeth or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up because you'll be envying the enemy, you know what I'm saying? Rather than preparing yourself a footstool. God said he'll make your enemies your footstool. And he also said that he'll bestow the wealth of the wicked or for the righteous, you know what I'm saying? So you just got to continue to be righteous. Continue to do what's right. Continue to love everybody. Continue to treat people as you want to be treated. See, that's what a lot of y'all failing at right there. A lot of us are failing at right there because we are reluctant to forgive people. We are reluctant to accept guidance from others. You know, we getting caught up in the hype and thinking that we always right. And I know it's somebody out there saying, John, you just like that. I might have my ways. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody do. Everybody, ain't nobody perfect. We all got our ways. But the key to it is not to be stuck in your ways. The key to it is not to think that just because something worked for you yesterday, it's going to continue to work for the rest of your life. The world is evolving. People are changing. The world's changing. Things are changing. Technology is changing. Things are not as traditional as they once were. They are creating an entirely different tradition. One day, this will be the norm. What we're going through now, what we see it now, you know, people out here, you know, glorifying rappers and, you know, people, that's real people anyway, real people too, you know what I'm saying? But they'll accept the word of a rapper before they will their pastor. They'll accept and literally go out here quoting these rappers or whoever, you know what I'm saying? People you see as street figures, you know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part about it. Some of y'all that claim y'all so real, you know what I'm saying? If you real and you really got your own mind, then you can see that majority of these guys ain't nothing but entertainers. They getting paid to tell you a story. And most of them are telling the story of somebody else's life. Maybe they did live, you know, a little bit of the street life that they say that they did or they are. They may have lived it in one point in time, but think if that man was doing all this killing and selling all them drugs and all that stuff that he say he doing, where do you think he'll be? It's America. They're not gonna continue to grant you freedom and rights and allow you to make millions of dollars without it being at some cost. Even the ones that they're rapping about, it ain't got nothing to do with the streets. You know what I'm saying? Some of them targets too, because they slaves to the industry. We look at them and we praise them and we lift them up. Oh man, such and such man had on 10 diamond chain, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Do you know the obligations of his contract though? Do you know the fact that he may have gotten an advancement for $250,000, but he already $2 million in the hole? Because he ain't know when he signed that contract that he was gonna have to pay for all of them outfits you see him wearing, his travels, all that's inclusive in his contract. He only making 5 cents on the dollar. The record companies and the distributing companies, they making 50+% on this man dollars. He just a front man. He just a hype. All he is the person to put on that cover and paint a picture of who he is so that people can, you know, try to emulate him or congratulate him or whatever. And I ain't knocking rappers because I love rap. I rap every day. I love to rap. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I'm the world's greatest rapper. I mean, I'm more of a country rapper now. I don't do all that old shoot 'em up, bang, bang like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I want to spit about something that's gonna encourage somebody to do better with themselves, to uplift my brothers and sisters. I don't want to tear my people down no more, calling y'all B's and H's and, you know what I'm saying, N's and this and that and the other. Because I realize if somebody don't break the mold, then it's gonna continue to grow out more and more out of control. So I'm starting right now. I'm starting, you know, not just saying today as in today within this 24 hours. I'm just saying in this current time and day. I'm starting now to try to set that example and lead by it. So anyway, I know I done spoke enough to y'all. Y'all probably tired of hearing the sound of my voice. I'm a little stuffy at this, so I probably sound groggy. Anyway, don't miss the message. Focusing on the mess. Y'all be blessed. Have a wonderful day. Be careful. Stay safe. Stay up, good people.